Hello, welcome to drviolin.com, and I'm Anna Maria. So today I want to talk to you about sight reading. Sight reading can be very scary. However, if you follow some simple steps, then it can be a lot less scary. What I tell my students is to first look at the top of the page. If the title and the composer are listed, then that should give you an idea of what style of music you're playing. Sometimes, however, those items are not printed on the page. So you could scan the whole page, the excerpt that you're about to play. Try to get a feel for the style of music by looking at the rhythms, the notes. Sometimes you can judge pretty quickly whether or not it's going to be music of the Baroque, classical, romantic, or 20th century and beyond era. So that will give you an idea as to what the tempo might be, what style to play it in, and so on. Other thing I would suggest is to look at the words or instructions on the top left, just above the music. For example, you might see the word cantabile. Cantabile means to play in a singing manner. So that should tell you that it's probably not going to be something you should play with short sounding staccato bow strokes. You want to sing, or you want to play more like you would sing this piece of music. So probably more legato or smooth sounding. The next thing I would do is to look at the key signature because that's very important. You don't want to start playing in an incorrect key. So make note of all the sharps or all the flats in the key signature. The next thing is to look at the time signature. This is especially helpful. Well, it's always helpful, but you can get a feel for it if it's a dance. So meters there are 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 8. Those are generally forms of dances. You could have a gavotte also. That's not in one of those categories. The next thing you should do is scan the entire page for other accidentals that are not in the key signature. For example, any sharps, flats, or naturals, uh, because you will want to watch out for those when you're reading the music. Now, finally, also make note of any possible passages that might be a little more difficult technically to play and just finger those in your head. Or if you're allowed to actually finger silently, you can, maybe above the strings. If you see any rhythms that look challenging, try to figure that out. Account for all of the possible beats within the measure. Also, make note of any terms, whether it be in Italian, German, French, English, throughout the document, throughout the music page. And uh, even if you don't know all the terms, try to at least see if you can figure it out. That will give you a big clue as to what you're supposed to do. Also, be careful about any repeat signs. Usually, when you're sight reading for an audition, they don't want you to do a repeat, but it could be that they are testing you to see if you notice it. You just never know. Usually, if they don't want you to take repeats, they will tell you. And pick a tempo in which you can play the most difficult measure well. So you never want to start the beginning really, really quickly and then you get to a tough passage. Oh no, I have to slow down. Try to maintain the same consistent tempo throughout the entire performance of that excerpt. Okay, I hope these tips helped you in your sight reading journeys. Hopefully, they will give you more confidence the next time you have to do sight reading. Thank you so much and happy practicing.